There is a manifesting routine that I have been using unconsciously for a few years now, and I have been able to trace it all the way back at the time of this recording to 2 years now by counting all of the things that I have manifested in a miraculous way. And at the trunk of these miracles, at the trunk of these miracle manifestations, was this routine. I'm not going to waste your time building up the drama on what this routine is. I'm going to just give it to you right now, and as we move along, we will discuss together how and why the steps of this routine works. So step 1 is immersive visualization. Step 2 is an act of self-love. Step 3 is physically go somewhere new. And step 4, the final step, is actually enjoy yourself. Now, it was only recently that I realized that I had been doing this in my life every single time something blew up in my face, negatively, of course. Life would offer me contrast, which is just an Abraham Hicks term for the unwanted things. And from that contrast, a desire would be born, right? Which would be the opposite of these things. Once the desire was recognized, I couldn't help but daydream, which is just another word for visualization. When done from a place of pure desire, it becomes an immersive experience. You'll really throw yourself into this daydream. You'll feel the keys of the car or the apartment in your hand. You'll smell the salty air of the beach. You'll hear the seagulls. You'll hear the voice of the one person who makes you feel safe and protected, or the firm handshake of the person in a business suit, which is representative of your desire for a new job or something. Even if you have trouble experiencing visuals while visualizing, you'll begin to see pieces of the scene. Your lover's eyes, for example, or your dream balance on the ATM machine. The extent of your immersion comes from a place of pure desire that you can't help but daydream. It just feels so much better to be inside this daydream than to be present in your physical circumstances. So the moment you recognize a desire, I want you to allow yourself to fall into a daydream. My reason for using these funny words is because I want you to understand the need to immerse yourself in the visualization. Next comes the act of self-love. I read a quote today from the guidebook of one of my oracle decks, and it goes something like this. When you put yourself last, the universe will do likewise, or something along those lines. When you accept that the universe is a giant cosmic mirror, then this quote makes sense. How you treat yourself is how others will treat you. How you see yourself is how others will see you. So this is why self-love is such a powerful practice, not only for your mental health and your personal well-being, but for also when you're manifesting your desires. For me, my acts of self-love when referring to this specific routine is taking a shower and actually taking the time to use a body scrub or condition my hair twice. Normally, I am in such a mental rush that I neglect to practice these self-care rituals. Acts of self-love slowly become neglected as you begin to deprioritize yourself. And if the universe is a cosmic mirror, what do you expect it to reflect back to you? So it is really important to take this step and to practice this step of self-love as a statement to the universe, and most importantly to yourself, that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are whole, you are valid, if not to anybody else, then certainly to you. After this step, I would physically go somewhere else. Oftentimes for me, it would just be a drive to a neighboring town or a neighboring city. But you could even go to a different cafe or a different park or a different part of the city, a part of the city that is new to you. Even a new grocery store would suffice. This step was included in my manifesting routine for the longest time, but I only ever found a reference to it in a book that I'm always talking about, Accelerated Manifesting. According to Shinohara, when we embody a different version of ourselves and when we are spontaneous, we tap into a new frequency, shift into a resourceful state, immerse ourselves in the present moment, and open up to new ways of being. For me, I like to think of it like this. Going somewhere new is the contribution you are making to the change of your state of being. It's the opening of your mind. It's a widening of your perspective. It's a reminder to yourself that other realities exist and they are out there, including all your preferred realities, and you can at any moment in time access them. You can be part of those worlds. Next, and the final step in this routine is to actually enjoy yourself when you're in this new physical place. Buy a latte and actually have a seat in that new cafe and sip it slowly as you journal or whatever. Turn the music up loud and roll all the windows down on your drive out of town. I probably do this like once a week in the summertime. On your walk through the park, breathe deeply and take in all of the beauty that's surrounding you. Basically, enjoy yourself, and I trust you know what that means to you. This is the part of the routine where you just allow yourself to let everything go, and you forget to remember the lack that is visible in your physical circumstances. You allow yourself to tune into the frequency of your wish fulfilled. You'll notice that the way you feel in this moment spent enjoying yourself in this new physical place is a replica to the way you felt in step 1 during your daydream. And that is how you can be sure that this state of being is the one you ought to find yourself in as much as possible if you want to manifest what it is that you want to manifest in a miraculous, quick, and easy way. I've done this multiple times, and what I've noticed is that things will just start aligning for me in a very radical way. I'll just randomly receive like multiple job offers for positions where there must have been people who were far more qualified than I was. Or I'll meet someone in this new place who will say something and it'll inspire a thought within me, and that thought, that inspired thought, actually was the solution to my problem. I'm actually at this moment making this routine a part of my daily life. I am really eager to see where this can take me. Feel free to repeat this routine day after day if it resonates, of course. And as a side note, if you need more information on how to practice step 1, immersive visualization, then I strongly suggest you watch this video next. But for now, toodles, my love.